Ooh, wee. Okay. That, I mean, it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. And I felt like it was really good for today. Okay. Like if you have not said hello, say hello in the comments. Come in, you never come into a room and don't speak. So come into a room and say something in the comments, say hello. Um, wow. If there was something that jumped out to you, you may be new and not know this, but we share what's specific to us because it allows me to see where we are mentally, which is what this Zoom is all about. This Zoom is all about the mental. And so this allows me to kind of gauge where we are mentally. I know there are going to be people on here. We got some old heads who love to jump in and be a part of the new juice, which is so important in your business as you're growing to stay on fire. So we may have some people of all different how long you've been here on here. I do suggest that if you're going to be here, be here. So don't be all up in your phone. Focus and be in the room. It's just an hour of time. So it's not even an hour now, it's 48 minutes. So be in the room. It's being present. It's really important if you have went through our value systems. So don't allow yourself to be distracted because I'm going to tell you this because there was some, oh, she's on here. We had a leader this morning and I could see her being pulled away. And there's so many times in this business that will feel like yeah, I know what I'm talking about. If you ever felt just like super overwhelmed or you felt like you were behind, that you had to do everything. And so you get on a Zoom and you're just like, okay, but I need to respond to messages too while I'm doing this. And that's that multitasking spirit. Let it go. Okay. Be present in every single situation. It's being with your kids, but feeling like you got to do 50 million other things at the same time. It's not that deep, boo. Okay. I'm going to tell you. So, and I always tell people, I'm pretty busy. I'm not gonna lie. Like my life, my schedule is like this. Like I got kids, I got family, I got all that, all of it. But I give you guys undivided attention, and I'm telling you, it's what make or break. It's what makes or breaks my business. It's important. It's so important. And so even if I go into church, like I love when I'm off on Sundays because I don't touch my phone while I'm in service. Why? Because I need everything that God has for me. And so many times there's so many distractions that will pull you away. Oh my gosh, when I change my off day to Wednesday, I have to like check myself. Like, girl, go put your phone in the drawer during church. Like, you will be like, you touch your phone so many doggone times. It's like you ain't taking notes. Like, put your phone away, you know? So I want you guys to fully get everything that is for you. You'll walk away from here and you will not walk away with what was in the room because you were so distracted. And that is why I say what I say. And a lot of times what happens is I'll talk to somebody and I'll be like, was you on the meeting? Like, ain't no way. Like, there's no way you were on the meeting and you weren't. You were there physically, but you were not there mentally because you were so distracted by your phone or by, I don't know, because even your kids shouldn't be that much of a distraction where you can't fully focus on what's going on. So, welcome. Those of you guys who are new, my name is Rachel Wickham. So that link, if you're not in the team page just yet, I can share it in the comments, or Kahaya, go ahead and grab it and you can share it in the comments. But it is posted on the Newbie reminder that went off today in the group page. But if you haven't graduated from the Launchpad and have not made it into the group page just yet, then Kahaya is going to drop it here in the comments. But I want to tell you, like, your mental is so important. I've been doing this business for almost 8 years, and I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, like, if your mind's not right, you won't be here long. That's just period. It just won't. This does not take the same mental capacity as getting up and going to flip burgers. It doesn't. It's so much easier to do that, which is why we have a lot of people who do it. And so we've created these spaces to help you get your mind right so that you can stay here and you can get all that God has for you. You don't have to put yourself in a position where you see a life like mine or you see a life like somebody and it works and you see what's possible. And then you start to believe it's not for you because you're not willing to work on your mental. But we create spaces for you to really get your mind right so that you can get into what it is. And then you can also know that you're not alone. If you think for 5 seconds that you're the only person going through something, you're wrong. You're wrong. Everybody on here individually, it's 33 people, 32, if you want to minus me and my husband. Everybody on, well, including us, okay? But everybody on here is dealing with something individually and it's real to them, okay? And here's the thing, I cannot gauge what you're going through. I can't put it on a meter. I can put it on my meter, but I'm not experiencing it. And so who am I to put what you're going through on my meter? I can't do that. I could be dealing with something that would take you out. You could be dealing with something that would take me out. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So this is a place to gracefully be who you are and overcome what you're overcoming, right? So let me tell you, it's a great time. We're gonna get into specifics here because that's what Newbie Circle is all about to me. I don't want to generalize it. We're not in a series just yet, but you never know. God might drop a new series on my shoulder and I'll let you guys know. But I want to get into a place of truly helping you guys get your mind right today. Okay. It's important. How many of you guys have joined within the last week? Put me in the comments. If you join with that, I'm gonna say 2 weeks, but join within the last 2 weeks, put me in the comments. We want to welcome you guys officially. Yes, welcome, Charlotte. Woo-hoo. Drop me in the comments. Yes. Well, Tiara, she's at work. The Jets family. Who is that? Welcome. Yes, 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 yes. Welcome. Here's the thing, y'all. It Works has changed the game. They changed the game, and some of y'all don't even understand. Welcome, iPhone. What you don't even understand how much the game has changed. And I'm not going to share it because I want you to be as excited and surprised as I was when they drop it off. But when I tell you that the game is not the same anymore, I don't care if you just came in and this is your first encounter with It Works, or it's your 5th or 15th. You need to realize that if you don't catch the wave, you are going to be mad at yourself for not giving yourself a fair chance. Okay. I'm serious. A lot of times people feel overwhelmed in this business, like they can't do it because things are not going their way, or it doesn't feel like things are working in their favor. Can I get an A? Y'all need to speak to me. Put an amen in the comments. Thank you. Amen. Thank you. Yes. A lot of times people feel like that. And that is just the trick of the enemy to block you from getting to your good stuff, right? It's almost like, okay, I'm just bear with me, those of you guys who are new, and y'all gonna think I'm crazy, and that's fine, I don't care. But as long as you grasp it, okay? It's like a girl who got a hood dude and a dude who ain't hood, okay? Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. And you want the hood dude, but he's no good. I mean, like, let's just be real. He's not good. I don't even, we could name the things, okay? Y'all can start putting them in the comments. Ain't no telling. Like, it's a lot of stuff that he doing that's ratchet. It's just not right. It's not right. He's not right. He's not right. Okay, period. And that's not to judge who he is. That's, you know, God still loves him, but he ain't for me. That's period. And everybody's had this journey in their life 9 times out of 10. You ain't, it's okay. Some of y'all ain't even never shared it before because you did it in secret, but it's all right. I mean, somebody, you like, girl, don't bring it out. Don't remind me. Okay. It's fine. You've had that person. And then you had a guy over here who was like, you know, I ain't got to hit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to smash. We could just hang out. And you like, I don't want to hang out. I want to, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's like. Okay. I'm just being, I'm hoping you guys can remember this. I know it's a lot. Sorry. I'm a lot. but it's like that. And you got this side over here where he's no good. And then you got this side over here where he's really what you need. It's the setup. But your flesh is like, well, I need to go over here because this is turned up. Like, this is drama. This is good. And it's really not. And that's what happens when it comes to your business. It will gear you towards the people say, oh, well, that's not for you. Like, we need to, that this is not working out. Oh, do you see that they're not responding? Nobody likes your post. Like, this business is not for you. Whereas really the business is for you, and you're not focusing on the one person who did say yes and signed up with a pig too, or whatever it may be. Like, you're not focused on the good stuff. You're focused on all the negative stuff, and the negative stuff begins to take hold of the positive stuff. You start ignoring the guy who's good. You start making up your own stories. Now he corny, like he lame or whatever. Like you starting to, you discredit the good. You know what I mean? Like you discredit. You be like, okay, that was just a one-time thing. That's not real life, right? Like, oh, I just signed one loyal customer. That was just a blessing. Like this is not something that's consistent, and you start to gear towards something that's not even good. Like you're not treated right. They don't believe in you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what you'll gear yourself towards. You say you want to overcome and start to make money and start to flourish and things like that, but yet you're going back to vomit, right? You're going back to vomit. The whole point of starting the business was to be away from something that's not good, or you had something inside of you that wanted to change, right? Is that the way you say yes, it works? Something was drawing you inside that you wanted to change your life. So kind of like Eric Thomas said, why all of a sudden? Because the new is different. He is different. Okay. If you ever dated a dude who was or whatever, you ever dated a dude who wasn't okay, he was used to the hood dudes, and you go over to the not hood dudes, it's different. Okay. It's real different. I remember when I got my husband and he didn't, babe, you got headphones in? I need you to keep headphones in because he'd be up there with my kids. When I started to date my husband, and he was not like, he had boundaries in some places. And he he didn't smoke weed, like he just wasn't that kind of dude. And I wasn't used to that, you know what I mean? And so you gotta be willing to pivot your whole life, essentially, right? I don't know, maybe it's just me because anybody talking to me in the comments, but you have to pivot your whole life because he doesn't like that. I mean, he's nice to me, but if this is gonna be somebody who's truly in my life, I can't be out here still acting like I'm with this hood dude, and I'm not. It's not the same. And so it's the old you. Can you outlast the old you to become the new you? And then be okay with who the new you is, because everybody who used to rock with when you was with hood dude, they honestly, if they was rocking with you while you was with the hood dude, they probably can't rock with you with the new dude unless they're gonna change. Because they're not gonna be a good friend. Because they're gonna be like, girl, that's fine. No, it's not. My new dude don't like that. Like it's not fine. It's not okay. You're gonna make me lose my newness and what it is that God has for me, because you condoning what I used to do with him. And as you start to listen to what they're saying, you'll slide back over to here and mess up everything that you really wanted. You wanted it, right? You want the new life. You just don't believe, you start to believe the lies. Well, maybe I'm not good enough for the new life, or maybe I'm not in a good, maybe I need to be better in order to have somebody like him. That's not true, because God would have never introduced them into your life. So it's the same thing with your business. Who you think you need to be in order for this business to work, that's not true. That's not true. You just have to be committed to going over to this other side and then show yourself grace. And then when you do slide back, just say, I'm not doing this no more. Like, instead of trying to sweep it under the rug and act like it didn't happen. Like I made an accident, but I'm not gonna tell nobody. No, you need to tell somebody so you don't do it again. That's the accountability. That's the telling on yourself. That's I avoided Newbie Circle last week because I was in my feelings, but I have decided that my feelings will not ride. It's just not going to, I'm changing. And this is new for me. And it's okay to say that. It's new for me. It's like an alcoholic. I always tell people, okay? It's like an alcoholic. And an alcoholic who has a relapse needs to talk to somebody and tell on themselves. That's the whole point of meetings. Y'all know that? That's the whole point of the high accountability. They don't, because if you hold on to it, what do you start to feel when you slide back to the old dude? You start to feel what? Drop it in the comments. What do you start to feel when you have a relapse? When you go back to who you said you didn't want to be no more, what do you start to feel? Shame, like, or you might feel like it's okay, but a lot of times people feel guilt. Yeah. Regret. Yes. Regret. Worthlessness. Yes. You start to take it on. This is who I am. I'm not about that life. I can't do it. Yes. And even anger. Yes. Frustration. All of those things. You start to, and then you start to make up stuff in your mind. Isolation. Yes. Embarrassment. Yeah. Disappointment. All of those things. And then you start to believe that stuff. Like, I'm unworthy. Like, this is just, I might as well just stay over here because I can't make it over there. Like, you're the only person who's ever relapsed in your life. You're not. You're not. The difference between me and you is that I don't let my relapses stop me. They don't control me. And I had somebody send me a message the other day and said, because here's the thing, if you don't have a high level of accountability where somebody's all up in your DMs, you can slide around like you're doing something, but you're not. How many of you guys know you need to increase your PMF SDPD? If you don't know what that is and you're new, you will learn it in the launch pad as you go through it. You like, oh, I sent my messages. No, you didn't. Send me a screenshot. Some of y'all know y'all need to send a screenshot on your own behalf because you're not doing it. Oh, I messaged my friends and family. You a lie. You messaged 2 people. Like, go ahead, send me a screenshot of, because you need it. You need the accountability. You need it. This is why I tell people to use your social media. Because my social media puts me on blast, and I am a person of integrity. Where I say something, I feel the pull to really do it. Okay, so if I say something, I'm like, okay, I got to do it now because I done said it, because I'm that type of person. But if you haven't been a person of integrity, you used to saying stuff but not doing it. Oh, I'm gonna work out today. Okay, post your picture. Did you go to, like, where? And then because then nobody asked, you'd be like, oh, well, ain't nobody holding me accountable. So I mean, I can say I'm going to the gym, but you said, did nobody ask about it. So I can say it, next time. And it's the accountability. And so y'all, the simplicity, that is funny today, like, for real. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but your accountability has to go up a level. In a business, as an entrepreneur, you have to desire the accountability. You have to create the accountability. We're not your boss. We shouldn't have to be your boss. You should want it enough that you're willing to put some stuff in place so that you get what you're supposed to get. Because at the end of the day, as much as you let us down, you really letting you down. You the one who's still broke. You the one who still need to lose weight. Okay. You the one who's still sick and on all type of medications. It's you. And so it's sad for us who are doing what we're supposed to be doing. But ultimately, you joined for this. You joined for this. And let me say this. This is a tangent. Let me just say this. You are a business owner. For real. But drop that in the comments. I'm a business owner. Drop that in the comments, because some of y'all need to claim that. I ain't a business. Yes, you are. I'm a business owner. You're a business owner. You own a business. Y'all, you own a business. I'm a business owner. Yo, when you take on that characteristic that you are a business owner, right? What does that mean? You have some responsibility. How are you the business owner, but you won't run an auto shipment? How that work? What business you running? Can you just thank God real quick that you ain't got to spend thousands of dollars each month to run your business? Just hypothetically speaking, what does it take to run? We just had a Raising Cane's open up the street. And I don't know, for a few years ago, months ago, we found out about like what it takes to actually start a Chick-fil-A. If you've never researched that, oh my gosh, I was like, it's just not that deep. Like It's you got to give up like your whole life, like for real. I ain't about that. I don't need it. I don't need it. They literally like give up their whole life to have a Chick-fil-A franchise. And I was like, God, thank you. I don't have to give up my life, my time. Do y'all know like a new person who starts a franchise, like they never see their family, like at all. So they're giving up money and time. You don't even have to do that as a business owner. You don't have to go get a loan, okay? Beg in a bank. Can I get $10,000, $20,000 to start a business? None of that. Yo, your auto shipment like 120 max plus a $20 for a website, and you legit can make $100,000 a month. I heard that. You legit can make 100. Well, Rachel, how long does it take to sell? Who cares? Do y'all know normal business owners, it takes up to 5 years to even make a coin back? Make a coin, did y'all hear that? Make a coin back 5 years. And you tell me I invested 5, 10, 15, $20,000 and it take 5 years to come out the hole. And you telling me about $120? Bye. That you can make back the same day if you talk to enough people? Felicia or Felipe, you cannot be serious. You're a whole business owner. And here's the thing. I don't know if y'all know any other business owners. Does anybody, I mean, just thinking, do you know any other, I'm not talking about outside of it works, like traditional business owners, they ain't rocking with you like that. They don't have time. Their speech is different. How they talk, and most people don't even know one. It's how you view you. I just found a little side hustle. No, you are a business owner. Put some respect on your name. And if you put some respect on your name, you'll move different. You're a business owner. Don't let you nor anybody around you minimize what you can do in this business. It's because when you minimize it is when you start acting like it. What you believe, you can show by how you act. And this is to build your beliefs so that you can know. Once I realized that I was a legit business owner, and this wasn't just a side hustle, but I owned a business. Even if I'm working a business part-time, I'm still a business owner and it can be lucrative. So once I realized that this is like a business that legit can like transform my life and really bring up some income into my household and I don't have to really give to it, I started to walk different. I would not let family and friends disrespect this business. I wouldn't let them disrespect my time. And that includes my spouse that did not get it. And y'all heard me say spouse because in the beginning he was my boyfriend. So that was a whole different question. Because in the beginning, when he was my boyfriend, it was like, all right, so you're going to pay tuition? All right. No. And I don't even want you to pay my tuition because you're not my man. Like you're my man, but you're not my man. You my man, but you're not my man. I don't care if you got to say amen or not. I don't care. Period. You my man, but you're not my man. Okay. You're not my man, but you're my man. So ultimately it's my responsibility to take care of my child, not his daddy. Ooh, 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 I felt like it initially. What am I talking about today? I felt like it. I did. I'm not gonna lie. Any single parent out here, double one. I get it. And it's okay. Please, I pray God touches you where you don't get off because you need to hear this. I did. I felt like it. But God said no. And so I was like, all right, bet. Why did he bring me to it works? And it's not the whole, I don't need a man. Like, we're not there. We're not there. Because God bless his soul. But at the end of the day, God created an avenue where I'm not looking at him and I'm looking at Jesus. And so everything that I need, I have. You need to pay for tuition for the son that you want in private school. Guess what? Here's the money. Your kid needs new shoes. I ain't calling you. If you want to provide us with some shoes, praise the Lord. But God has provided me with a way to provide for my child. We need food. You think I'm going to call you? Absolutely not. because you know you got a whole child over here. And so if you desire to take care of this child, you'll take care of them. But if not, guess what? I'm not, but legally, that's not all we finna do over here. Because I don't have it in me. But then the question is, what are we doing today? The question is, have you released the ties from him where you're emotionally stable enough to stand alone? And I don't, this is whoever it's for, you don't even got to tell me, but I pray that you take it in. You have to emotionally be in a place to release yourself to even fully go forward, to fully go forward and release the expectation. Because is it is duty? Yeah, but no, you know, it is, but are you gonna waste your time trying to get it? How much time do you waste trying to make sure that everybody around you is doing what they're supposed to be doing? That is what this business gave me. No matter what anyone does, I ultimately can take care of what I created because I did create it. And people who have decided to create things and don't want to take care of the responsibility, that's called like adoption, right? I mean, if you've decided that you're not going to take care of it. And so if you're saying, God, I know I did this and married or not, because some people are divorced, I know it. So I know that you will provide for me. And so if you're struggling with the relationship aspect, aspect, and you haven't walked into your freedom yet because you're already free. But if you haven't walked into your freedom, I suggest you get help like today, today, today. You need to call counseling, you need to call your spiritual leader, and then you need to commit to it because you need to get free. Okay. Because you will, if you can't be free when it comes to that aspect of your life, it will, how you do anything is how you do everything. So it's literally going to come into your business. You won't even be able to send messages because you mad because you didn't get child support. I'm just being honest with somebody today. They didn't come through on the payment, something. You relying on somebody so much that you can't even build your business. And ultimately, the reason why you're here is the reason why you can't be here. We're gonna move on from that. But I'm get your freedom. It's some free people up in here, okay? It's some free people, and I'm not saying that it's easy, but I will tell you that this business allowed me to pay a lawyer. I had to go through the hell, no lie. But I was able to afford a lawyer that got me what I needed. And I tell you, I got a lawyer who got me what I needed. I wouldn't have been able to afford a lawyer if it wasn't for this business. Still had to go through the hell, but this business made me financially able to make it through it. All right. Anyways, all right, back to this 4-1. Oh, that was weird. But back to this 4-1. Ooh. All right, the 4-1, guys. It's that simple. 4 customers, 1 distributor. They changing the game. 4 customers, 1 distributor. 4 customers, 1 distributor. Can you do that? Can you do that? Some of y'all like, I don't even know. Let's talk about the 1. Who's brave enough to unmute and talk about their reservations about signing 1 distributor? Let's talk about it. Who's brave enough?
I'll unmute because that's been my reservation throughout this process. Like I've been able to get people who I personally know, but it's kind of been a struggle to get the new people to say yes. Or like they'll say yes initially, and then when I hit them with, okay, let's get you signed up, then they ghost me. So I mean, 1 person sounds so easy, and I know it is, but that's been my struggle.
So let's talk about this, me and you, actually. And if you guys can like use the comments and say, okay, I feel that way too, or whatever. So let's talk in the comments. So here's the thing, Ashley. Well, I'm gonna ask everybody and then I have you chime in. So did anybody ghost their enroller before they signed? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did anybody? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I should have brought you on, but I know you at work. Okay. I don't even know how long I've been talking to Tierra. Okay. It's been years, years, years. So here's the thing. When they're ready, they're ready. But ultimately, I do everything that I can to make them feel ready. Why? Actually, I'm gonna let you off. Actually, so why? And anybody can just unmute and respond to this. So why would people not respond after they said they're ready? Give me some reasons. Why would people not respond?
Well, I know
because it's probably too good to be true, or they think that they can't make it.
Yep, that's good. Yep. Go ahead, Jaquel. What?
I was gonna say, well, I know when Shanice first was like introduced it to me, I was like, girl, that's crazy. Like, ain't no way I'm gonna be able to do all that. Like, I don't really, I made excuses about how I really don't talk to people, how I just, I just really didn't have the effort for it. And I ghosted her like a long time. But she was like very consistent and was like, no, I'll be here when you're ready. Like,
Yeah.
but it's a matter of just not believing that it was even possible. Like, I was just like, girl,
Absolutely.
time.
Yep. So we got fear, money, self-doubt. It's a good one. Busy, forget. That's real. Nerves, uncertainty, intimidating. Yes. They let other people talk them out of it. Yes. Oh my God. Life, afraid of life, afraid of it, self-belief. They might not have talked them out of it, discredited. People be like, I tried that. Okay, here's the thing. I guess it's the funniest thing in the world. Because if somebody tried it and it didn't work, why would you listen to them and it's working for me? Like, I always tell my new distributors, I just told Tierra this the other day. I said, I'm the one who made $1 million and it works. And I'm not even trying to boast, but I'm just saying I am. Like, it's me. So you got to listen to me, not to them. Okay. Because I'm the one who's still here. And if you think for 5 seconds, I didn't go through the muddy waters. I did, but I didn't listen to people who are still broke. I didn't listen to people who still use credit cards for everything. I'm listening to the people who are free, right? I want to listen to the free people, not people in jail. And unless I'm getting some wisdom from the people who are in jail, right? So I can know what not to do. And it's not to discredit them, but why would I listen to somebody who's not where I want to be? Afraid to bet on themselves, not a salesperson, don't respect time, like all good stuff. So if actually you don't know, because you don't know which one they're dealing with. What do? You take them from exposure to exposure. You just keep inviting them. It's like somebody who you invite to church and they stop coming because who knows, they may have did something ratchet the night before and they be like, I can't even show my face. Ain't no telling. You just be like, girl, come to church. Like you saying, like, it was crazy. My pastor was talking about this last week about how you like the difference between people who dance in the club and people who can't feel like they can't shout. Right. Like you go, people, if they in the world, you be like, yes, we go out to especially a little drink and like but you pull somebody up in church and they act like they just shy all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been, I mean, come on, if y'all been part of, y'all had somebody grab, oh my goodness, that is the worst thing in life because I'm big on obedience. When the pastor comes and grabs somebody's hand and they shout with them and they just stand there, I just want to, what are you doing? Like, move your feet. I don't, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the same thing, okay? It's the same thing. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. I am. So you have to just invite them from exposure to exposure, guys. Just keep inviting them. And it's okay because thank God it's just one. It's just one. So and keep inviting that person, be like, girl, I know something might have happened, but here we got a call tonight. Can you get on and be my guest? Continue to be nice. We lead with love. Get out your feelings because your little one prospect said no or is ignoring you. Okay. You should have thousands of prospects. You'll start with tens of prospects to hundreds of prospects to thousands of prospects where you have so many people to talk to that you always have somebody to invite. And just know that your invitation is powerful, and you have to continue to lead loud on your stories. And that's why you continue to talk about your belief in this business or somebody else's belief in this business on your page, or the things that you think are so small. How many of y'all made any cash this week? Any cash from the business this week? Put me in the comments. How many made any cash from this business in this? How many of y'all made cash but didn't post about it? That's not smart. Somebody needs $15. It was only $15. No, boo. I need $15. I can use $15 right now. Okay, me. Sure could. Run me my money. I would love it all. Your $15 means something to somebody. It may be the $15 that takes them over the edge because they don't have a way to make money. Do you hear that? People do not have the ability to make money on demand. You do. You do. You do. You do. And that's a blessing. So don't discredit what you're able to do through this business. Don't discredit it. Anybody else when it comes to the one distributor? One distributor. Come on, $100. Come on, because I'm expecting it to run distributors. Okay, one.
I have something. Sometimes it's difficult for me when I'm like, I'm not where I want to be. So I'm like, how can I coach somebody else if I'm not where I want to be? And I know that's crazy to think like that, but
no, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. Anybody else feel that way? Who else? Me? Who else feels that way? Who or has felt that way? Anybody else? Yep. You're not alone. It's not crazy. It's not, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And here's the thing. Okay. This, if you have not, I almost feel like I want you to go back and watch that call that I did last Monday again. So if you guys don't know what that call is, I want you to ask your enroller for it so you can go and watch it. Does where you want to be mean that somebody else is not able to get the gift? On that's lame. So let me see. Just because I haven't made a $10,000 bonus, does that mean that I should block you from being able to make a $10,000 bonus? Do y'all know that there are people who have brought people into the business and they suck? And when I mean that, I'm sorry, it's not nice. They didn't do good in the business. Oh, no. Okay, let me tell you my story real quick. So the person who enrolled me, she quit 2 months after we joined. I became a millionaire. She quit. I that would be so bogus if she did not invite me to this business just because she didn't make money in the business. That didn't discredit how amazing this company was. That was my opportunity. And who are you to tell me whether this business will work for me or not? You don't know me. Do you know who I am? I bet on myself, okay? I bet on me. So just because you don't bet on you, and I'm sorry, I'm saying this about you, Jokel, in specific, but hopefully it helps a lot of people. Just because you're not betting on you does not mean that you can't let me bet on me. Because this changed my whole life. It was exactly what I needed and I didn't even know it. But it was a simple invite that opened up the door to something so special for me. So are you so selfish that you are so focused on yourself instead of focusing on who this business, not you, it's not even about you. It's about the business. This business blessed me, not her. Like her invitation blessed me, but ultimately I had to give the yes. And then I had to come in and work. Right? I had to give the yes, and then I had to come in and work. It wasn't her. I didn't start for her, so I didn't stop for her. Period.
That kind of reminds me of a sermon I was listening to. I think it was by Michael Todd, where he was saying, um, when you are like selfish, like in your doing, you forget to serve and you forget to be humble. Like it's kind of like you just miss the
So,
whole thing that you were brought on earth to do. So
yep, exactly. So no matter what's going on in any of y'all households, that does not give you permission to not invite somebody to something great. That's just like if you're not doing what's right with God, that don't mean God ain't good. Just because you ratchet and ain't listening and being disobedient and backsliding, that does not discredit how good God is. It don't discredit it. He's still good. He's still good, even if you don't understand him. Even if you don't know him, he's still good. And I think so many people don't invite people to Christ because they ain't right. You ain't got to be right. It's not even about you. It's not about you. And well, maybe they won't want to be a Christian. Do you really think you that deep? Like you really think you that deep? Like you really. So that's the same thing when it comes to it. You really think you that deep that they not gonna hear nobody else's story and it works and believe that they can do this because you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. So today, take that pressure off. How about that? Take the pressure off and just invite people. Invite people to come and see if it's good for them, because you have nothing to do with it. Now, the question is, when they come in, are you willing to pick your face up and actually move forward as you're supposed to so that you can capitalize? Because I don't know what's going through the person who enrolled me's head, the girl who enrolled me. I don't know what's going through her head. But I can believe that there's times that she wished she would have built her business. I know it. Because even if she would have just tried and built a little and remained consistent, she would easily be seeing a good 4 or 5 stacks a month, easily. But that's not for me to figure out. So yeah, take that pressure off, guys. Stop being so worried about the response that you won't give. You know, I told, I don't know what I said this on, but our leader had reminded me of it this morning. A lot of the seeds that I plant don't grow where I planted them. Let me say it again. A lot of the seeds that I plant do not grow where I planted them. So if I stand around and plant a seed and wait with my hand out, I will never reap my harvest. So this is why we play the numbers game when it comes to our messages. Do what you're supposed to do and then move on. Y'all, I did not message Tiara. I did what I was supposed to do, and she messaged me. Do what you're supposed to do. There are days when I send 200-300 messages and ain't nobody responding to the messages, and somehow with my one little host post that got up, I signed 3 customers. Do what you're supposed to do and keep it moving. And the days that you don't reap does not discredit the work that you've done. All my friends and family don't want it, so they can continue to be unhealthy and fat as you get better and broke. And let them be inspired by your ability. And they may not be. I've been here 8 years. It's still family members who won't take the products. Okay, it is. It's still, and they be on all type of medication and just be like, but we did have, Breon, we need to check on Lane. We did, but one day, okay, I was just maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I was over my granny house, and Breon been so consistent with his celery and his doggone stories, and his auntie was like, I think I'm gonna order some celery today. And I was like, oh, is it to the point where you ain't gotta say nothing? They'll be like, oh my gosh, my nephew who hates everything is doing the celery. He's healthy. He doesn't have health issues. Her kids have a lot of health issues. And she like, okay, let me try the celery. My nephew has inspired me. You will inspire them, but we don't wait like, okay, you ready to order today? I may ask that if we've talked about it, but once they start to shut down, I just keep inspiring by my actions in my life. You owe you, not somebody else. Stop thinking people owe you something. Well, I went to her baby shower, so no. You chose to go to her baby shower and buy that gift. Okay, so release that gift in the name of Jesus. I don't care how much. Why spend 100 and you sowed a seed, sweetie. You sold $150 seed into her life. Don't nobody owe you nothing. Okay, and stop doing that with people. So unless it's a barter system, like where you straight up say, okay, I'm gonna spend $150 at your baby shower and you're gonna be a loyal customer, which who wants that? But unless you said that, stop thinking that. Ooh, how many times do we put expectations on people that was never discussed? All right, Breon, I washed the dishes today, so wear the laundry. No, did we decide that? No, we didn't decide that. So get your butt up and go do the laundry too, because it just nobody told you to go wash the dishes, and he normally washes the dishes. You know what I'm saying? You making up stuff in your whole head. All right, I dropped the kids off today, so you got to pick them up. No, did you decide that? Did you discuss that? Was that communicated? And if it's not, stop expecting it. Stop expecting it. Nobody owes you nothing, okay? But God will make sure that you have everything. And that's the word. All right, guys. I hope this was great today. I don't know. It was different. It's different. But the different ones, I think they'd be good. Lord, I just be letting him have his way. But I pray that this was not what I had in mind today, but I'm praying. Woo, I be walking away like, what is going on? Did it help? Lord, let's see what happens in East Week, because that was not what was on the list for today. We was gonna go through the 4-in-1 and all that jazz, and it didn't happen. But I'm gonna tell you, this is really the mental space. If you don't know, on Wednesday, we have newbie orientation. It's more so the working aspect of the business. So if you're free at 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, hop on. We do have a push going on right now that you need to be in. And I don't care how intimidated you are by it. If you desire to do well in this business, you need to go ahead and invest your $30. 10 goes to host a post, 20 is going to our gives back as a team for conference. And it is well worth your investment to be in that space. You have to participate, because nothing good comes without participation. So as much as you feel like, you buy the gym membership means nothing if you never go to the gym. So you have to actually show up in order to really get this business going the way that you desire to go. And it's very simple what we're doing: 4 loyal customers and 1 distributor a month, and helping that 1 distributor do 4-in-1. And so the simplicity of this business has made it just so much easier to show up every single day. We're not focused on 10 host to post a day. We're focused on 5. And like, for example, with me, I only did 2 yesterday. I was only able to get 2 people to put it up. It's not like I didn't ask. But now I'm going to just add on 1. So today my goal is 6, right? And if I get to 6 and I feel still able to put up another one, I'll put up another one. Or tomorrow I'll just do 6 until I catch up. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to overwhelm myself. That's not what this business is about. It's about the person who can consistently run the race. That's it. Or walk the race, whatever it is that you're doing. It works has really made it to where you can walk instead of run, and really operate and put this business into your life effectively, right? I'm going to tell you, if you haven't gotten a calendar, go get an hourly calendar and put your whole life on it, including the things that this business has, but put your whole life on it. Conference is September. Write it down right now if you have not. Conference is September 24th and 25th. You cannot afford to not be on conference, and I paid for it. Okay. I know some of y'all like, why I can't afford? No, it's paid for. You just have to show up. Okay, September 24th and 25th, as a team, we will be watching conference together. Clear your schedule. Take off from work. Okay, it's important enough for you to take off, because we really would be going to Florida, but because of COVID, we're not. Take off from work, find a babysitter. The 24th and 25th of September. It's that important. I'm serious. If you got a little few coins or some, miles or some points, maybe go get a hotel room for the 24th and 25th if you need to get away from your family or whatever. But it's that important. I'm telling you, it's that important for you to be on conference, and then bring your one, because you're going to sign your one distributor. She don't have to buy nothing. Okay. She can just show up. It's the importance of having the person in the room. Conference changed my whole life. Y'all went to my first conference 9 years ago, and I was a Ruby paid as a distributor. I was a Ruby paid as a distributor, went to conference, and in 3 months I was diamond and above, and I had a bonus. Okay, it changed my whole life, and I was ready to quit my job. I went to conference like, okay, I'm gonna work the rest of my life, and then by the time I left conference, I was like, I'm about this life. Okay, I can do this. And so make sure that you are on conference. Plug in prayers every single day, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. We start 5 minutes beforehand with a little praise and worship, and then we go into prayer together. It's a great way to start your day. I don't care if you're in the bed. If you're still sleeping with your phone, go ahead and put an alarm on so you can turn it on and you can be on prayer. Okay, we want those numbers to go up. You can invite your friends and family. You can invite your loyal customers, your potentials, whoever. Everybody needs prayer in this season. Everybody needs prayer, period. But everybody, especially in this season of life, could have a little more prayer in their life. And so invite people. It's gonna be great. I'm a few minutes over, but I just want to kind of give you guys the rundown. There are all type of spaces for you to get in. Please use your enroller. Don't run from your enroller. You should be communicating with the person who enrolled you a lot, especially if they got the juice. Why wouldn't you want their juice? They're not here to judge you. That's not what we're here for. We are not a team that judges you. We meet you where you are, and we encourage you to move forward. Okay. We meet you where, and I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all can get hip to this 4-in-1, y'all going to be rich. And so I just pray good stewardship over y'all, because y'all about to have money coming in at a rate that you never thought that you could before. Do y'all hear that? You're about to have money come in at a rate that you never thought that you can get. And some of y'all don't even know the half. Okay. I'm not playing. I'm so serious. And you be like, well, she extra. Okay, whatever. Just believe that I'm extra and listen to me. If you're willing to listen, you're going to have money coming in, and you're going to be like, what? Like what? Because some of y'all gonna make some money and y'all don't even know y'all making money. Y'all gonna be like, what did I do? Why am I getting this bonus? Why is this extra income coming in like this? I'm serious. So please take me very seriously, especially when it comes to Christmas. If you're willing to work the way that we're telling you and go at the pace, just the pace, 4-in-1, help your one do 4-in-1. If you're willing to walk at that pace, y'all, Christmas is going to be something that your family has never experienced before. And I don't care if you've experienced something nice. It will be something your family has never experienced before. All right, I'm praying it off here. Dear Heavenly Father, we love you. We thank you. I thank you for each individual under the sound of my voice. God, we just thank you for hearts being encouraged. We even thank you for the release, God. People who are getting free or understanding that they are free. God, I just pray encouragement. I pray that any attack of the enemy, we just cast it down in the name of Jesus. Satan, the Lord rebuke you. As we go forth, God, we thank you how we are growing together as a squad. Each person who individually has a why, but all the whys come together for the greater good. And so, God, we thank you for this Black Diamond team. We thank you that we are ambassadors for you by way of this great company. It works. And we thank you for what you're doing in this season, because it's already done. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Happy Saturday, y'all. Have a good day.